Among the finest sport fish in our inshore waters, the redfish often is compared to the largemouth bass, as they often hold in similar shallow habits, and tactics and tackle used to catch them often compare favorably. Here's a rigging method that works wonders.
And this is what we want to talk about today, because in my mind, this is one of the more remarkable and still yet, even though we've been talking about it for many years, overlooked systems. The combination of the weighted swim bait hook and of various bodies. I'm using gulp shrimp today. This is the Havoc grass pig right here. You can see it's got that paddle tail on it, and yet it looks like a shrimp in many cases, could be a bait fish. But it's the system itself that allows you to fish through cover. And explain what we're doing, Captain CJ.
We're trolling the shorelines and casting lights on the points and looking for movement. Looking for fish and swirl, or V-shaped wakes, fish pushing down the shoreline and casting in front of them. Picking them up, buddy.
Got him. Oh, it's a big one, too.
Fish, dog. Yes, indeed.
You have to keep him away from those poles. That's where he came from, is those poles. I felt him hit it, but with a gulp, I just let him have it. Wow. There, we got him. Beautiful fish, huh? And that, like I said, that's on the gulp shrimp. And as I was mentioning, we've had the opportunity to fish redfish quite a few places across North America, and those gulp shrimp are just awesome on these redfish. Get that through there. And what we're going to do now is I'll sit down and I'll de-rig this for you and show you just how that's rigged up. But let's have a look at the fish here. You can hold that. Pretty. That was an honor to catch, man.
Great job, buddy.
That's memorable stuff.
You creamed it. Just
threw it right in there next to that little structural element there, and away he went. Pretty, pretty, pretty in the morning sun. Down we go.
Good deal, buddy. How are you rigging that?
Well, same way as yours. Here, let's deconstruct this just a second. So there you've got the cylindrical ring. The point on that goes right in the center of that flat spot on that gulp. And the gulp is very slippery, so that's why you need that flat spot. And then you kind of just push, and eventually it gets a start. And you just screw it right on there like that. All the way on like that right there. And at this point, what you do is you lay that hook underneath the bottom of the bait. You put your finger right in back of the shank of the hook right there, and that's what tells you where to go through the bait. So now you take the point and you just go right through the center of the bait. Not quite through the center, but right here. And it comes through like that. It lays flat on the top of the lure like that, and that is what allows you to fish so effectively through cover without getting snagged up, and yet you've got enough hook gap here to catch fish. There we are.
There we go. Nailed it.
He did get on it pretty good. Nice.
All right, nice one, buddy.
So is this, let me ask you a question. Is this a system that you typically use? Not really, huh?
Not really, but
you think it's workable?
Very impressed with it.
Yeah, the gulp shrimp in particular. And what I've learned about using that gulp shrimp, now just watching what we've already done today, is that once they bite that, they're not going to let it go.
That's right.
So you don't want to strike them too fast. You feel you bump and then let them run a little bit so they get turned away, and then go ahead and give it to them right like that. It's really exciting stuff, and you've got so many fish here. Wonderful fishery. Another day we might keep a few, but not today. They're great eating. So both of these designs are wide gap designs. The Trokar is a little wider gap than the Laser Sharp 111. This has got a little bit broader hook base to it right here, so this goes into thinner base just a little bit better. Then the keeper rings are the other key. This one's cylindrical, and this one is tapered. And this tapered one is going to go into some of the narrower heads better than the cylindrical one. So then you also have to consider the baits, the two that we're working with today, and then I want to give you two other options that work great in a lot of other situations. So the 5-inch Havoc grass pig, which is one we're using today, of course the 4-inch gulp shrimp, and then two other options that work dynamite in certain situations, the 5-inch gulp fluke and the 4-inch gulp minnow. And you see how narrow this head is? That's where you need that tapered keeper barb to be able to use these baits in this situation. But they all work in this kind of design, text-posed, and they're all dynamite through cover.
That one right here. See
Oh yeah.
Big one.
There, away!
There he is, baby.
Oh, did he?
Demolish that town. Wow! What a
What a
fish.
fantastic deal. You have an incredible fishery here. I mean, look at this fish. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Great fish, buddy.
Man, oh man, thank you. And you called that so beautifully, coming straight at us. And they like that gulp, don't they?
Oh man, they grab onto the gulp there, not letting it go.
But it's kind of the system itself. Again, and this is overlooked, I think. We've been talking about it for a long time. Why don't you pop that out of there a minute? Yeah, but the swim bait system, you rig it text pose like that. I mean, you can be talking largemouth, smallmouth, just about anything that swims. And if you're fishing around cover, it allows you to fish very effectively right through it. Well, thank you very much for showing us the fishery. The feat is awesome. And Captain CJ, appreciate it.